Hey everyone, Eric Songer coming to you from the Songer Studio Teaching Cave here on January 6th, 2018. Happy New Year, everybody. It's the first What's Happening in the CMSW Band Department podcast. First weekly podcast of the brand new year. So we're really excited to have you on board, and we have a really exciting month and exciting year ahead here. So I'm going to jump right into it and just start with our week in review. And not a lot going on this week other than just getting back into the routine and getting back into playing again and getting a ton of new music following our winter band concert that occurred back on December 19th. So we're doing a lot of sight reading, learning how to become better sight readers and listening to a lot of new music and then trying to learn a lot of new music. And I'd encourage all of you to start working on every new song that you get. Don't wait for the concert to be right around the corner. Don't wait for me to say to practice something. Just start working on it now. The faster everyone works on it, the faster we get better. And there was one assignment due this week for the seventh grade band, and that was our take home performance where you picked a song out of your Blue Festival Solos book and played it for mom or dad and made a program and turned it in. So if you haven't done that, make sure you get that in. It's late, but I will still accept it. But that was due on January 5th. A ton of announcements to get through and then a lot of upcoming events, and we're going to really focus in on the talent show, which is our big event this week. This is talent show week, one of the most exciting weeks of the school year, so we'll get to that here in just a few moments. First of all, schedule this week: regular 5-day week, A-day Monday, B-day Tuesday, odd block Wednesday, even block Thursday, and then Friday is an A-day this week, and we have all our win times this week. As far as honor band updates, we've had a lot of auditions and nominations for honor bands. Right now, we're just kind of sitting back and waiting to hear back from a lot of these honor bands. I haven't heard anything new in the last week. Of course, another huge shout out to Sean Bartles for making the State Honor Jazz Band. That will be taking place here in the next month. But we're still waiting to hear about regional honor band, regional honor jazz band, the state honor band, and also the tri-state honor band. So as soon as I know that information, I will get that to all of you. And we're still looking for students who are interested in playing oboe, bassoon, French horn, and tuba. We have quite a few trying those out, and it's very exciting. You can still jump on board if that interests you. We have band lessons on Wednesdays and Thursdays for students who are interested in that. We also have a playing test coming up here very soon. It's due at the end of the semester, which is January 19th. And the playing test for each grade, I'll go through very briefly here. Sixth grade, it's on Accent and Achievement, page 37. And it's the first four major scales on that page: concert B flat, F, E flat, and A flat. And then at the bottom of the page, your chromatic scale. For seventh grade, it's also in your Accent and Achievement book, and it's page 7, number 19, high school cadets. And then on page 24 for the percussion, number 83, and for the woodwinds and brass, number 84. And then finally, for all of you, page 37, the second scale on that page, which is the concert F harmonic minor scale. And for percussion, you should play everything except number 83 on mallets. 83 should be on snare drum. And then finally, eighth grade, Accent and Achievement book numbers 9, 16, and 24. And for the percussion, number 9 should be on the bells, 16 and 24 on snare drum. So those are due on Friday, January 19th at 11:59 p.m. You can play those for me in your band lessons this week or next week in person, or you can record them and send them to me. I just need an audio recording. Video is fine too if you want to. And you can text those to me at 612-669-3506. You can email them to me at songere@district112.org. You can share them with me on Google Drive or Classroom at songere@isd112.org, or however else you want to give it to me: flash drive, CD, vinyl, cassette tape, whatever works for you. You can get that playing test for me. Looking a little bit further ahead, well, let me talk about one more thing kind of related to the playing test. It is the end of the semester on the 19th, so every assignment that's been assigned this school year needs to be in. Some of the things that could be outstanding that you could still be getting in. Maybe you missed the concert because you were ill. You can get that concert makeup form in to me by January 19th. If you need that form, let me know. It's also on the website. You can get it there. You can also turn in, if you haven't already, the band plan that we did at the beginning of the year, or the concert reflection that we did the week before the holiday break. You can get that in if you haven't done that one yet. Um, Also, any lessons that you want to redo or do because you didn't come to them, they're all on YouTube. You can get those in too. So I might be missing a thing or two, but if anything that in the grade book that's outstanding, sixth graders, the Above and Beyond project, you can get that in. Seventh graders, again, that take-home playing test, you can get that in if you didn't do that. So those are all things that we'll need to get in. Eighth graders, you're going to be doing talent show work on committees, so just make sure you complete whatever responsibility you signed up for there. Okay, let's start looking a little bit further out and see what's starting off second semester. We have our district band festival on Tuesday, January 30th. Every 7th and 8th grade band member that's going to Chanhassen High School will start that day by going over to Chan High School and playing with the other 7th and 8th graders from Pioneer Ridge and East that are also going to Chan High. You'll get a chance to also rehearse with the high school band director over there, Mr. Swanson, and you'll get a chance to listen to one of the top bands at Chanhassen High School perform. And then the second half of the day after lunch, all of the 7th and 8th grade band members going to Chaska High School will then go over to Chaska High School and do the same thing, with the exception of the band director there is Mr. Beckler, so you'll get to work with him. So that will be on Tuesday, January 30th. There's no permission slips for that. We just go, and you'll be gone for, like I said, half the day. Chanhassen people before lunch and Chaska people after lunch. And then we have the Rocket Concert, which features our garage band, country band, and hip-hop DJs. And that will be on Friday, February 2nd at Chaska Middle School West at 7:30 p.m. It's free admission, and it's a fundraiser for Pennies for Patients, which is a school-wide fundraiser where we raise funds for childhood cancers. So that's really cool, and the money that we raise comes through a bake sale. So if any of you want to bake something for that and donate it to us that week, we will sell that at that concert. And we're also looking for that concert, anyone who'd like to help with tech work, anyone who'd like to be a visual artist like a drawer or a painter, anyone who wants to dance, and like I said, anyone who wants to bake. So let me know. Starting second semester, we're going to have a more regular schedule for people who want to perform at breakfast. We call it our Morning Star program. So if you want to sing karaoke style, you want to play piano, you want to play guitar, you want to play another instrument, a small ensemble of some sort, let me know and we'll get you on the schedule. It could be a one-time only thing. It could be something that you do once a month, once every other week, once a week. Just let me know if you are interested and we'll get you on that schedule. So, and if I just look a little bit further ahead, we have the District 112 Jazz Festival on Saturday, February 10th, and the Country Band Garage Band Tour on Thursday, February 15th. All right. Lesson schedule this week, all 6th grade 8A band meets on Monday. All 6th grade B-Day band meets on Tuesday. We have some 7th and 8th grade traditional lesson options on Monday, Tuesday with Mrs. Ford, Wednesday and Thursday with me, including Win 3. We also have our ensembles during Win Time, Win 1 and Win 2 for 7th and 8th grade. We have our bonus lessons on Friday that you can come to. We have a first-year band lesson this week on Wednesday during 5th hour. I also mentioned the oboe bassoon lesson, 7th hour on Wednesday, and we have a French horn tuba lesson, 4th hour on Thursday that you can attend. And so all the regular scheduled lessons on the docket this week. I also should mention there's going to be yearbook pictures on Thursday during Win 2 and Win 3. So you'll be called down to get your picture taken with each of our 3 bands, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And then all of our after-school bands will get a chance to get their picture taken as well. And that also includes our hip-hop class and beginning guitar and School of Rock. So be listening for that so you don't miss the picture and you're not part of the yearbook. And our after-school schedule. Oh, one more thing I forgot. 8th graders. We have this big band trip coming up on May 18th, and there's a form you need to get in. So if you haven't turned in that form saying that you are planning on going on that trip, please do. You don't need to get a permission slip. I have many extra copies sitting on the piano in the band room. All right, after school schedule, and then we're going to talk talent show. We have Country Bluegrass Band this Monday after school, 6th grade Jazz Band this Tuesday after school, 7th grade Jazz Band this Thursday after school. There is no rhythm section before school Thursday. There is no 8th grade Jazz Band after school Thursday, and there is no Garage Band after school on Friday. And that is because all those groups are very involved in the talent show those couple days. And so let's talk about the talent show. It's talent show week. I'm pumped, and here's how it's going to look. So this Tuesday night, we have our first dress rehearsal, January 9th from 6 to 9 p.m. The people that need to be at that rehearsal are any of the 8th graders who are on the tech crew, who are stagehands, who are hosts, who are in the rhythm section, or who are acts that auditioned for the show and made it. And those people need to be at the rehearsal on Tuesday night, January 9th at the Chanhassen High School Theater. Everyone needs to be there from 6 to 9 p.m. except for the acts that made the show. If you're in the first half of the show, you need to be there from 6 to 7:30. If you're in the second half of the show, 7:30 to 9. And I sent out a text that listed all that. There's an email sent home to parents. If you're not sure which half of the show you're in, please feel free to contact me and I will let you know. Then, Thursday night, January 11th, almost the same thing. All those same people I mentioned, all the same times hold true, still at Chanhassen High School Auditorium. There's one addition on that night. Any members of the 8th grade jazz band, garage band, and country bluegrass band also need to be there that night. The jazz band members, you need to be there by 8:30. We'll be done around 9. Country band, you should get there somewhere around 7 or 7:15. I'm thinking we're going to do our sound check right around 7:15, 7:30 right in there. And then as soon as you're done, you can go. Garage band members, unless you're in the band that's doing Skater Boy. So, in other words, the bands that are doing Game of Love, and I'm Still Standing, you need to be there at 6 o'clock, and you will be done probably by 6:30. And then that band that's doing Skater Boy, you should arrive around 7:15. We'll hopefully go on right around 7:30, and you'll be done by 8, hopefully a little earlier than that. But that's the plan for Thursday night. And then finally, the show. The show is on Friday, January 12th. It's at 7 p.m. at Chanhassen High School. Tickets are $5 for the show, but all 8th grade band members and anyone performing in the show get in for free. And tickets also will be available during lunch on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at CMS West during the lunch shifts at all 3 grades. And you can also get them at the door at the show. They're $5 no matter when you get them. And as far as when to be there, if you are on a committee or involved in the show, I'd really love for you to be there at 6 o'clock, just so we can get everyone situated in their spots. We'd like to open up the doors to let people in by 6:30. So if you're there by 6, we can get everything ready to go, all right? And the other all those committees I mentioned before, obviously all are there on Friday night as well. But then in addition to that, we need our ushers, our photographers, our videographers, and our cleanup crew to also be there on Friday. And the cleanup crew should just meet me after the show on stage and we'll clean up. Photo and video people, there will be a box in the backstage area labeled The Box, and that will have iPads to take photos with, video cameras to take video with. Ushers, you should just meet me up front and we'll get the programs to you. You're going to be handing out programs and then collecting tickets, ripping them in half and throwing them away as people enter the auditorium. We'll also have flowers on sale that night if you want to buy a flower for your favorite performer. We'll have carnations for $5, and we'll have some parents helping out. And by the way, parents, we could still use a little extra help, especially with ticket sales on Friday night before the show. And on Tuesday night at the dress rehearsal, I could use another parent, even Thursday night too, if you'd like to just be an extra set of eyes for me. So that's the talent show in a nutshell. This is a fundraiser for our music department, and all the money that we raise goes towards instruments, field trips, technology, music, anything that helps out our program. It's the one fundraiser we do all year. And the show, this is our 13th year doing it. It's always an amazing show. We have 20 really talented acts. We have the garage band, the country band, the jazz band, 8th grade jazz band, rhythm section, and it's all run by 8th grade band members. Everything from the spotlights to moving things on stage. The hosts, I should mention who the hosts are this year because they've been working really hard. Kira Cameron, Kylie Jones, McKenna Jones, Amy Lobbs, Kendall Larson, Ellie Mueller, Ellie Rathman, Sean Bartles, Max Eriksrud, and Sawyer Item are all hosting the show this year. They've been working really hard. They're great. Our rhythm section is very involved. They're the house band. They've been putting in a ton of time, and we'll put in a ton of time this week. So, and there's every student has helped from the auditions to making the programs to selling tickets to doing photos, everything. So it's really cool how the 8th graders just take ownership over the show. So hopefully you can make it out this Friday night at 7 p.m. You will love it. You will love the talent that is out there. So just mention some other things. I already mentioned a lot of upcoming events. There was one, believe it or not, that I missed that I really wanted to address here quickly in this podcast, and that is we have 3 really special guests coming out here in January. We have Carl Vitervol coming out on Thursday, January 18th during Win 3. Carl is a low brass specialist and will be doing a master class for all of our trombone, euphonium, baritone, tuba players during Win 3 for all three grades. I have a great musician by the name of Ian Allison. He's a bass guitarist. He is a professional musician, plays a lot around the Twin Cities and tours nationally, records, and I've had a chance to play with him a few times. He is just a wonderful human being and an incredible musician. He's going to come out and play for us, talk about his journey into becoming a professional musician, how you can make your living doing that, and tell some stories. So it should be really fun. He'll be here on Tuesday, January 23rd, speaking to our first, second, and third hour bands. So that will be phenomenal. And then finally on Wednesday, January 24th, Venamali Medina is a flute player. She's going to be coming out doing a flute master class during 7th hour for all of our flute players in grades 6, 7, and 8 on Wednesday, January 24th. So, I think I've covered a lot of stuff. This podcast has gone on a little longer than I usually like them to, but thanks for hanging in. So I'll just end by saying that you can always email me at songere@district112.org if you have any questions about anything. I'm on Twitter at CMSW Band and also at Songer Studio. You can always sign up to get text reminders by sending the message at symbol 17 band 6 or at 17 band 7 or at 17 band 8 to the number 81010, and then you'll get some reminders from me. Google Classroom, you guys, students are in Google Classroom. A lot of information, including the lesson calendar, assignments, announcements are on there, so you can always check that out. All the talent show committee is on there for 8th graders, so you can see which committee you're on. And I have a YouTube channel. You probably have found it. Here I am, Mr. Songer's channel. And on this channel, it's you can see footage from the winter band concert, which is really cool. It's all on here. You can see every band lesson that you made or missed this year. So if you missed one and you want your grade to be reflecting that you actually attended more, well, watch them here on YouTube. It's a great way to learn what you missed as well. And last thing, I swear this is the last thing. If you are interested, I have a Donors Choose project available that I'm trying to fund. I'm looking to purchase some stage gear. We don't have a stage at Chaska Middle School West per se. We have a large gym, and for things like the Rocket concert and Evening with the Stars and our band concerts, we try to turn it into a stage. And I'm trying to look for some lights and some sound equipment and some effects to make it look more like a stage. So if you're interested in donating to this project, go to Donors Choose, do a search for my last name, Songer, or my project called Setting the Stage, and I'd love for you to consider donating to that project. It would help our students and just make our experience better here at Chaska Middle School West. So with that, Happy New Year. I'm signing off, and please come to the talent show Friday night, January 12th at 7 p.m. Have a great day.